Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria. This is my next blind reaction video. Episode 16 of Season 5. The last week's episode was very interesting, particularly for me. It's like the Royal Guard got to speak. But they also were... uh-oh. Verity was attempting to seduce the Royal Guard. Oh no! Oh, I kind of resist saying that because it's not quite that bad. But anyway, so... Oh no! 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, start! Oh, start it. Ooh, nice. That book was no good. Aw, poor Twilight.
I'm bored.
Oh no.
But you're reading.
I've read all these books already.
Bummer.
And
And I'm bored. I want to do something. Things have been so slow around here and
Who is that?
Oh, Twilight, darling! Oh, thank goodness! It
Curses.
seems that my...
got here as fast as I could.
Yay! Uh-oh.
Yes! Finally! We've been summoned. I wonder where the map wants us to...
Twilight?
Twilight. Not you this time, Twilight. Oh, poor Twilight.
My little pony, my
Aww.
little pony.
Ah, dear.
I used to wonder what friendship could be. Until you all shared
Yay.
its magic with me. Big adventure. Tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness. It's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete to have fun. Do you know you are my very best friends?
Oh. Oh dear. It's like, yeah, it's like, oh, I knew I should have started earlier, but dear, oh dear. But anyway, yeah, it's like, oh, I've been entangled with all my various components and everything. Oh, curses. Oh, well, it happens. Oh, poor Twilight. Poor Twilight. It's like, oh, dear. Yeah, it's like, oh, it's like, I had a feeling that's like, I've read all these books. Man, already? You read every book in the library? Wow. Twilight's a fast reader. Or it's actually been a lot, longer than we think it has. But anyway, oh dear. And then, oh, what a promo for the friendship games. Ugh, it's gonna be a very busy day. Let's just say that. But yeah, it's like, oh, poor Twilight. I mean, I could definitely, I understand what she's sort of feeling and everything. It's like, yeah, it's like, every pony else gets to go on these cool adventures. I just sit here and just stay here. that would definitely be a bummer. It's like, I'm bored. Aw, but hopefully, Twilight, you will not be bored for much longer because the show is back. Yes!
Where do you think?
Verity and Applejack, eh?
Manehattan! We've been called to Manehattan. Oh, I've simply been dying to go back for a visit. And now, I return with a purpose.
Yes!
It looks like you've been summoned to this particular neighborhood here. We're off to solve a friendship problem
Made
in
in
one
Manehattan.
of the busiest and most vibrant cities in all of Equestria. Isn't this exciting?
You can say
Seems
that.
a hair odd, though, don't it? Map calling me to a big city like Manehattan.
You may be more of a country pony at heart, Applejack, but the map picked you two because you're the best ponies to tackle this particular mission.
But how will we even know what our mission's supposed to be? That neighborhood probably has twice as many ponies as all of Ponyville.
More like 3 times. Why, it's not only home to the hay-packing district, it's also home to the fashion district.
Coincidence? I don't think so.
You weren't called as well, though, darling.
Oh.
You did end up quite a fan of the hustle and bustle of Manehattan on our last visit.
It's such an exciting city, and there's still so much I'd like to do there. So many museums and historical landmarks to visit, not to mention all the libraries.
Aww.
This is your mission. Don't worry about me. I've got plenty of books to keep me busy.
Yeah.
I just remembered something. The Sisterhood Social.
We'll have to miss it. No
Bummer.
telling how long we'll be in Manhattan. I sure hope Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle aren't too upset.
Oh, dear. I'm coming on that. Manhattan. In theory, my backyard.
Oh, Manhattan, what you do to me?
Look out! Oh.
Darling, are you alright?
No.
Ponies move so fast here. Not at all like back home.
Nope.
Eyes peeled, ears open. Eyes peeled, ears open.
Oh, dear.
Remember, Applejack, you're in the big city now. No moseying. You've got to walk with speed and confidence.
Oh, dear.
Yoo-hoo!
Come on, run! Do it now!
Move it! Sorry about that.
Get out of my way!
Sorry. Watch it! Hey, oh dear.
Oh, dear.
Butter my biscuits. I can barely cross the street in this town.
Aw.
How am I supposed to help solve a...
What?
Yes, I think this is the one. No! Excuse
Hey.
me. That hat clashes with your mane. Not to mention it's far too large and will undoubtedly obstruct your vision. Oh, dear. None of these will do.
Oh.
Oh, Applejack! What?
Hey. That's not very nice. Ow! That hurt.
Here, this will do splendidly. Oh, it's lovely. How much would you like for it? Oh, no, please, keep it. I can always make another.
Oh,
Thank
that
you.
was nice. I don't think the hat sewer was too happy about that,
our
though.
purpose here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that wasn't it.
You-
What? We just saved that poor pony from committing a terrible crime of fashion.
Check
We should
behind
have
you.
been meeting a friend. Would have laughed at a new hat, and then their friendship could have been ruined forever.
Yeah, Rarity. Did you say
It's
rationalization?
Did your cutie mark glow signifying a job well done?
No.
No, I suppose it didn't. Still, a disaster was averted.
Averted? You just lost me a paying customer.
Oh my! Oh, I am so sorry. I never meant to.
Beat it!
Please accept my sincerest apologies for the misunderstanding. And might I add, what a lovely establishment you have here.
Oh, dear.
You're right, Applejack. The search continues.
Oh, dear.
Excuse me? I was just wondering, friendship problem, any pony? See, we've been sent here to... a map summoned us, and, if you could just take a moment to...
Friendship advice!
Friendship,
Any pony
friendship
looking
advice for
for
sale.
friendship
Or
advice?
not sale, but Oh.
Good grief. This isn't working.
I'm not sure what we're supposed to do. To be honest, I'm still not even sure what the map called me here for.
Oh, try not to worry, Applejack. The map picked us for a reason. Although how am I supposed to uncover that reason? I haven't a clue. We can't possibly approach every single pony in town until we find out what we're meant to do.
Did someone
Please
ask
help
for a
us
sign?
restore our long-lost but beloved tradition, the Midsummer Theater Revival, with a guest performance by local theater troupe, the Method Mayors, as well as games, food, and much, much more. This event promises to bring our Brooklyn neighbors together and restore our sense of community, but there's so much to do and we need your help. Huh. Darling, this is it! The contact on the flyer is Coco Palmel!
Oh, right. She's the one who got a job making costumes for that designer friend of yours.
Don't you see? This must be why the map called us here. Oh, and you were so worried.
Well, I suppose it's at least worth looking into. That is, if we can ever get off this street corner.
Oh, dear. Oh dear, this is one of the times it's like, oh, I long for a commercial because I want to so talk about this. It's like, oh. For starters, it's like, I don't live in the city, but let's just say it's about an hour that way. That's why I personally kind of like Manhattan because yeah, it's obviously meant to be, Maine. Manhattan and everything, so New York City, yo, and everything. Unfortunately, they got it. They got the toad and everything of the city right. Bummer. It's like, beat it. I must admit, if I was that whatever, the shop owner, I'll call it, it's like, I would tell her to beat it too. Bummer. So yeah, oh dear. But the good news is that I think Rarity probably will solve the actual problem and everything. So, and of course, I love this. It's like have faith. It's like. And the best part is like, did someone ask for a sign? Here it is, right here. And wait, stop your whining and go fix this problem already. I can't help but think, is like, unfortunately, what I'm thinking is like literally throwing the sign in their faces and everything. This is, all I'm gonna say is there could be a slightly religious way to interpret all of this, is that, something from above is guiding them. I like that. But I'm not gonna go too far into that, because I sort of think that that's sort of the intent, they're not really pushing it that hard and everything. But I like that. It's like, I mean, it's like, this is an interesting, thing that they've decided to do and everything. It's like, because yeah, it's like the map is telling them to go somewhere and they don't even have an idea of why or what they're gonna do. And it's like, it is, when, let's just say, when the Force tells you to go somewhere to do something there, you often don't know why. You often think, why am I here? What am I supposed to do here? I don't know. It's like Applejack is like, I'm a country pony. What am I doing here in the big city? How can I possibly help? I have a feeling that we are going to find out one way or the other. And it's like, often the Force doesn't make sense at first, but it usually does in the long term. I like that. So I like that. I mean, I like this. I mean, so far the episode is kind of slow as we're just like here, just like, why are we literally wondering why am I here? What are we doing here? It's like even the characters don't know at this point, and it's interesting to see them. Applejack seemed to do okay in the big city last time she was here, but now she's not. No. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, oh yeah, and of course, Coco Pamel. My first thought is like, what? Didn't you keep in contact with her and find out what was going on or something? But oh well, I guess makes sense or something. But we shall see. This is gonna be an interesting one, and of course, it's a never map episode and everything. And it's been a while. I can't remember when the last one was. But still, this is cool. I'm glad they are doing this whole thing with the map and everything, and I like that, because I do think that, in short, this is the new mission of the main six. Instead of learning friendship lessons, they're going around and spreading the friendship lessons and teaching and helping all the other ponies and everything, which is cool. I like that, yeah! And it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do with this and how they're going to resolve the problem. Of course, it'd be nice to know what the problem is first, but I think that was cool. I think it's cool that, again, that there's more going on here than meets the eye. I like that. But so anyway, back to the show. Yes.
I can't believe you found my flyer. Quite a coincidence, don't you think?
Yes, it was.
Applejack and I were specifically summoned here to be of service. And you, my dear friend, are in need of help. It's no coincidence, darling. It's fate.
This Midsummer Theater Revival, what is it exactly?
An outdoor play held at the community park. Many moons ago, local theater troupes would perform, and ponies in the neighborhood would help make the costumes and design set pieces, prepare food to share during the performance.
Y'all do look like you're enjoying each other's company. Kinda reminds me of Ponyville.
It sounds lovely, darling. It was, up until several moons ago.
Oh dear.
What happened?
That's Charity Kindhart. She was a well-known costume designer on Bridalway. She started the Midsummer Theater Revival as a way to share her passion for theater with the neighborhood. No matter how busy she was, she always made time for the revival. But when she moved away to be closer to her grandfillies, the neighborhood lost the special tradition she had started. And worse, the sense of community it fostered.
Hey, I'm trotting here! No pony else stepped up to take over for Charity?
I've been trying to,
but I've just gotten a last-minute request to alter costumes for the cast of My Fair Philly, and I'm afraid I haven't made much progress. Oh, there's just so much to do to bring back the Midsummer Revival, and my flyers haven't attracted a single volunteer.
Say no more. You finish up your work, and by this time tomorrow, you'll be up to your mane in ponies who want to lend a hoof. Applejack and I will make sure of it.
You will?
Yay!
You bet your boots we will.
Oh, I don't wear boots. I find they chafe my calves when I walk.
It's just an expression.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So you see, the method mares are only available on this one day, and we need all the help we can get with preparations.
Yeah, not a good time right now. What am I saying? It's never a good time.
Yeah, bummer. How true.
Well, what do you think?
I got my own problems. You think I got hours to dedicate to somebody else's?
Bummer.
Ah, yes. Charity's Midsummer Theater Revival. Such wonderful memories.
So you'll help us?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I run a very important oat and hay import-export business. Well, I can't spare even a moment for such things.
Oh dear.
This is a nightmare.
Oh, not at all, darling. It's quite lovely.
I think she was talking about the Midsummer Theater Revival.
I finished the alterations for My Fair Philly, but have barely started the costumes for the revival, and the Method Mares are coming to the park tomorrow for a costume fitting and rehearsal.
Well, I could help you with the costumes.
But what are we going to do about the rest? The park is in desperate need of repairs, and the sets still need to be built.
Well, I know a thing or two about building and fixing things. It's kinda, well, my thing. Could be the reason the map called me here.
You see, dear, we went out looking for volunteers when all the help you need is right here.
Uh-huh.
The map wouldn't have chosen just Applejack and me if it was more than we could handle. Everything is going to be just fine.
Hey.
Perhaps I spoke too soon.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh my gosh.
Oh dear, you're right. Are you sure you can manage this by yourself?
Well,
I don't think
there's
so.
a lot to do. But Rarity's right. The map wouldn't have called us here if we weren't up for the challenge. You two go on and take care of the costumes. I'll see you at the dress rehearsal.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I think you're gonna need a bigger wheelbarrow. Dear. Oh no, she's lost her hat. Oh no! Sacrilege! Dear. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh no! Run! Oh. No! Poor Applejack. Oh, it's a disaster.
I know it looks bad, but I'm moving as fast as I can.
Oh.
Don't worry, we've still got plenty of time. Everything's going to be...
Excuse me. Is this where the Midsummer Theater Revival is supposed to be, Patron?
Uh-oh.
we're here for the dress rehearsal.
Oh yes, we've just put the finishing touches on the costumes.
At least those look professional.
We'll do a dry run of the play first, and then the fitting.
No, wait!
No, don't,
I haven't
it's
had a
not-
chance to...
It's gonna collapse. Run! Nice save. Oh dear.
Reinforce the stage yet.
Oh, that ended in disaster. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no, the horror. Oh my gosh, this. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is like there's so much I want to talk about on this one, but oh. All I'm gonna say is, let's just say one of my friends will definitely like this episode an awful lot. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Yeah, it's like I like how they're thinking. It's like, yeah, they're trying to work out, what are they trying to do here? What do we have to do? It's like, okay, and they're getting it wrong and everything. It's like, the map wouldn't have sent us here if we can't handle it. And then of course they we can't handle it by ourselves, and oh dear, they learn how wrong that they are. It's like, yeah, I mean, you can't do everything yourself. Oh dear. Oh, they tried. Unfortunately, there was so much truth in what those ponies were saying. It's like, including the guy, it's like, I don't have a moment to spare, that just basically just, that relaxes and everything. Oh dear, but I know that feeling, unfortunately, too well. It's like, I'm just trying to relax here. It's like, but yeah, there's never, and everybody's like, you know what? It's never a good time. There's a lesson in itself right there, unfortunately. That, oh dear, it's that. We're always too busy. There's just never enough time. It's just never a good time. Bummer. That bites. But yeah, I mean, it's like, unfortunately, that scene was unfortunately so truthful. It really was, but it was kind of a bummer because it was so truthful. But anyway, yeah, it's like, this episode is so far, it's going downhill fast. Oh, it's like things keep getting worse and worse. It's like, don't worry, it'll be fine. It's like, we got plenty of time. Oh, wait a minute, the actors are here already. Hey, no. It's like, this is the time we don't want the actors to show up early. No. Oh, poor Applejack. Her hat has been destroyed. It's sacrilege, I tell you. How will Applejack survive without her hat? No. Oh, she tries so hard. Oh, poor Applejack. Oh. Oh dear, it's like, it's gonna be interesting how they're gonna resolve this and everything. But I think I'm gonna like this resolution, but we're gonna find out because the episode is back. Yo! Oh, at least no pony was hurt.
I just wanted to live up to Charity's example, to bring my neighborhood together again. The park is still a mess. We haven't even thought about what refreshments to serve during the performance. And even if we had, we don't have a stage for the Method Mayors to perform on. It's hopeless. Just hopeless.
Oh dear.
I don't understand. The map summoned us here to solve a friendship problem. We've clearly found it. But why did it send the two of us? Why not Twilight? I'm sure she could have used her magic to transform this park in an instant.
I've been thinking the same thing. I mean, I can at least see why you're here. Coco's your friend, and you have an eye for costumes and all. But me? I was never gonna be able to finish a project this big.
We'll return to Ponyville as failures. Why must this be Applejack? Why? Why?
No.
Now, hold on there. I'm not suggesting we pack up and go home.
Then what are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we stop worrying about what we can't do and start doing what we can.
Yeah, right
I
attitude.
think I've got a plan. It won't be anything big or fancy, but it'll be something. And something's gotta be better than nothing, right?
I suppose so.
That's the spirit. Sorta.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. It's ready.
That's nice.
Should we go ahead and start?
Excuse me? I'm Charity Kindhart. I'm here about the open design position. I brought some samples of my work. I'm sorry I'm late. I had the hardest time finding my way here. I just moved here, and I keep getting mixed up by the street names. I had a map, but I dropped it in a puddle, which only made the street names harder to read.
Oh, it'll be okay.
I see.
What is that?
I don't know, so that looks like some kind of play.
Well, can we stay and watch it, please? Please, can we?
Oh, all right. I suppose we could stay for a minute.
Excuse me, but your next appointment
Is here. All right, send him in. I'm sorry, but based on these samples, I just don't think this is the place for you.
No.
Don't get me wrong, these clothes are all exquisite and well-made, but more theatrical than avant-garde. Have you considered costume design? I have a contact on Bridleway. If you're interested, I can put you in touch with him. And see.
And seed. Yes. Yeah.
Charity, dear! Is that you?
Hello, Mrs. Pear Blossom. I didn't see... Oops.
Oh, let me help you, dear. Are these the costumes you've been working on?
Yes, I was supposed to be finished by now, but there's just so much to do, and I still have a few last-minute alterations to make before opening night. I'm sorry I couldn't get enough tickets for every pony in the neighborhood. I hope Mr. Pear Blossom wasn't too disappointed. I know Trotter on the Roof is one of his favorites.
Oh, my dear Philly, don't worry about that. We're so proud of you. We shall be with you in spirit.
Thank you. You've all made me feel so welcome here and have become like family to me. I just wish I could share this experience with you and the others.
Yeah, what's going on?
It's the Midsummer Theater Revival. The Method Man's are performing.
The revival. Yeah, my pop used to bring me.
Aww.
So nice of you to put on this play for the neighborhood.
I couldn't have done it without every pony's help. I know it's not Bridleway, but...
Oh, pistache. It's perfect, dear.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you. This is so nice. Haven't seen the neighborhood this friendly since Charity moved away.
Thank you, fillies and gentlecoats. Please give a warm welcome to the one who made this entire event possible, our neighbor, Coco Pommel.
Thank you all so much for coming. The Midsummer Theater Revival was always something that meant so much to me, and it seems it means quite a lot to all of you as well. I really can't take all the credit, though. My dear friends Rarity and Applejack helped me ever so much.
Oh, darling, please. It was just a few costumes.
Oh, shucks. I just happened to be good with a hammer is all. To be honest, we had much bigger plans to start. When those fell through, we decided to simplify. This here was the result.
Oh, don't be so modest. Coco and I were lost.
Bet your boots we were.
Good what? Oh, it's so beautiful.
We just wanted to see how much we enjoyed the Midsummer Theater Revival and how much it inspired us.
Oh, yeah?
I used to think that to help my community, I had to do something big. And let's face it, in this day and age, who has the time for such a commitment? But here, you did something as simple as building a stage and putting on a play, and look at how it's brought every pony together.
I saw Coco's flyers for volunteers, but didn't think anything I'd have time to do would be that useful. Now I wish I'd offered to help, even if it was just pulling a few weeds or planting a few flowers.
Not sure if you noticed, but the park is far from being fixed up. I imagine if you look around, you'll find there's lots of little ways for you to get involved in changing this place for the better.
And I will.
And I don't think we'll be alone.
Yes! Yay!
Yahoo! We did it!
Yes!
I understand now. It all makes perfect sense.
Huh?
Aww.
I know why the map called you here.
You do?
If Twilight had used her magic to fix the park, it wouldn't have fixed the real problem, which is that these Manehattan ponies didn't think they had time to do something for their community. But by building that stage and making sure the play went on, you showed them that just by doing something small, you can make a big difference.
Well, I'll be.
Seems you have more in common with the Manehattan ponies than you thought.
But all the same, I'd sure like to head back to Ponyville on the next train. I want to check in with Apple Bloom and find out how the Sisterhoof social turned out.
Oh, absolutely, my dear. Just as soon as I stopped that pony and the shop over there from purchasing that dreadfully hideous scarf. Stop! You're making a terrible mistake!
Oh, the music of the credits is different again. But anyway, as always, thank you to you hardworking people for working so hard on the show. Yo! And I have a funny feeling a few of you are from New York. Oh no! Oh no! So, that was Made in Manehattan. Oh my gosh! Oh, the symbolism! It's like, have faith, ponies. You shall understand. I'm like that. Again, I could go on a whole other thing on that. It's like, I like that. It was like, but I kind of prefer not to be honest. Because, again, I think that is honestly what they're trying to do. They're trying to do that sort of, why have I been sent here sort of a thing. And, I like that. But yeah. I mean, I think towards the end it got a little preachy. But I really do like this idea. Because it's easy to fall into this trap of, my talents don't matter, or like we're so busy and so just like, I just don't have time to do this. And I understand that feeling all too well. Because, yeah, it's like between making videos and working a full-time job, there's definitely times where I'm like, I don't want to do this. I just want to just relax and just chill out a little bit, because otherwise I'm going to go berserk or something. So yeah, unfortunately, I feel for that guy, the last pony, the one with the raft. It's like, I don't possibly have the time to do that, and you just try to relax a little bit. Not gotta relax sometime, because otherwise you will go berserk. But yeah, I mean, when you see like the amount of commitment it takes to do something, you'd think that, oh man, I don't want to do that, or even if I do, it won't matter. This episode is saying that's not true. Is that sometimes every little bit helps. It's like just pulling up a few little weeds or planting a few flowers may not seem like a big deal, but in the end it can matter, because just doing that one thing can become part of something much larger. If someone pulled the flowers up, pulled up the weeds and planted the flowers, that would leave other ponies to fix the stage, and then it could all get done and everything, and that would be cool. And I also did like that. It's also, the trap is that you have to do something big. You have to do something big and flashy and complicated, but that's not true either. It's like, this is partially why I don't have an opening on most of my videos, because I don't see the point in doing one. It's like, it's always been my policy of, if I don't know who you are and what you want to do within the first 30 seconds, I probably won't watch your video anyway, so... or something like that. It's like, it's like, you don't have to have these big flashy openings or big flashy sets in this case, or any of that stuff. That's not why I'm here. Kind of reminds me of the review of of the Canterlot wedding of Anthony C. and Brony Curious, where it's like, they did this big fancy flashy opening. You know what? That's not why I'm here. I'm here to hear your thoughts on the episode, not to watch, an animation, an animation. Okay, that was okay. That was sort of going off topic. But yeah, it's like, you don't need that stuff. That's the thing. It's like, you don't need it. It's what your thoughts and feelings that matter, particularly in videos like these that matter. It's like, you don't need fancy cameras, although I do have to say fancy microphones come in handy a little bit, but even so, you can still have good reactions and still do that kind of stuff. And in this case, they didn't need a big flashy stage or big fancy sets and everything. It's like, that's not the point. This is not bright. Even they said it during the play, I said, this isn't Bridal Way, and it doesn't have to be. And it was just so touching seeing the community coming together. It's like, and like the construction guy, it's like, oh, my dad used to bring me here. Oh, oh, that was so touching and so nice. And, it's definitely something that a lot of these communities need. They need something like this to bring them together, even for that just one little moment, and just be friends again. And just, and share something like this as a community. That's just so cool. I like that. And again, that's the very point of this episode, is that it's meant to be simple and effective. It's like, this is something that you could do right now. It's like you could go and sponsor a theater revival thing in your own hometown and do almost just something like this, and you could do something like this. Is and I like that. And you know what? We all have something to contribute, and those contributions, no matter how big or small, can make a difference. Oh no, I can't help but think it reminds me of Knight Rider. It's like one man can make a difference. But also one woman either. So, okay, forget that. It's like one person can make a difference. Because, that one little thing put together with a whole bunch of other little things can equal one big thing. I like that. Okay, I think I've gone on enough about that for now. It's like, it's so touching. It gives me hope, I tell you. There's hope for us yet. Yes! What can I say? This is partly the reason I watch this show, because it does make me feel that way. It makes me feel like there's hope for us yet. Other than that, we're all doomed and we're all gonna die, which is, I think, what most of television, frankly, is doing. Okay, so anyway, enough of that. So, on to the episode itself. I think this episode was definitely very preachy, but it was good preachy, to be honest, but yeah, it wasn't really fun. It was sort of entertaining, but really wasn't that great as an episode by itself. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't great, but I definitely do like what they were trying to do, which in some ways okay and everything. I like that. I mean, I like it. I mean, in some ways, I've never considered myself a true analyst trying to rip apart the episode. It's like, to be a good episode is one that does what it, accomplishes what it's set out to do. And I think this episode definitely accomplishes what it's setting out to do. So therefore, it's a good episode. So, and it was just so cool. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not so much an entertaining episode, but it's definitely a good episode nonetheless. And I think I'm rambling on and stuff, and let's just say I definitely need to get this done and everything, because unfortunately, this episode definitely nails it on. It's like, there's just never enough time. There's no such thing as a good time. I guarantee you at least one of these people who worked on this show is from New York. Someone understands it very well. But of course, the situation is not unique to New York and everything, unfortunately. But the good news is that also means that the solution is not unique to any one particular city. So go out there and contribute and make a contribution in your own way, whether it's big or small, and together we will make a difference. Yes! Okay, I'm gonna stop now before something else happens. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing, and until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong, and pony on. Blue Star out.